right, everybody, we are live, and we are also on YouTube Live right now. So those people who are at home and they're watching, I know there's all kinds of music teachers that are also watching this video. They're just seeing me, and so it sounds like I'm talking to a bunch of people because I actually am. I have a classroom of students right now who are participating in this live stream right now. It looks like there's 25 kiddos out there, and they are all on mute because we know that the problems with trying to do Zoom and play at the same time, it just doesn't work. But I want you to know that they are all there, and I'm going to ask my students right now to unmute themselves. Unmute, but don't say anything. Go ahead and unmute, kids. Unmute, kiddos. Unmute. Can you unmute? Do I have you locked? Ah! We're gonna try it again. You ready? Now unmute yourselves. Okay, ready? One. You're gonna say hi. 1, 2, 3. Hi. They're all there. Okay, now go back to being muted. I love you, but we need to not make all this extra noise. All right, so this is our very first session all together. So this week in our lessons, when you were present at your lesson, we went through how to hold the instrument. And before we even do that, let's talk about the sections of the instrument. Remember, we talked about the instrument kind of looking like a person. And so we talked about this part here is the body, and this part here was the neck, and then this part here, everybody, was the head, and the swirly-whirly thing here is called the scroll, right? And then finally we have this piece of wood that's right here, and this is called the bridge. So everybody home say bridge, bridge, scroll, scroll, body, body, neck, neck. All right, now we are going to be getting our instruments into playing position. So I'm one person and there's 4 different instruments in the orchestra. 2 of them are alike and the other 2 are a bit different. So here's what we need to do. I'm going to address the violins and the viola players first. Now I'm going to be mirrored from you. So that means that I'm backwards, but we should be looking like the same thing. We should be a reflection of each other. So you're going to take your left hand, my violins and violas, and put it on the shoulder of your instrument. And remember we took our no, no, no finger? Say no, no, no to me. No, 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 Mrs. Rad. That's right. And you're going to push the button on the bottom. That's the end button, okay? So no, no, no on the end button. And you're going to push this out like this. And this was 1. And then we did 2, which was straight up over your head. Okay, it's straight up. And then we did 3 this way. I love it. You guys look amazing. 4 is in this way. You got it. That looks so good. And then after we did that, we said, ready, let's rock. And onto the fingerboard, my violins and violas, we took our thumb and we super glue it right here. And then we put it on the first string. We call this the claw. The claw. So we're going to take our claw and put it right there, okay? Now that's my violin and viola review. Let's do that one more time. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we all said, ready, let's rock. Fantastic. Violins and violas, you're going to go to rest position. Remember I called that fork knife, like Fortnite? Not really. Fork knife, rest position for a second so I can talk to my cello players. Okay? It's good to see my cellos out there too. I got to grab my cello from over here. Hold, please. I'm ready. Okay, cello players, remember we have this big thing here at the bottom. What was that called again? The end pin. Yeah, so we pull the end pin out so that it's at our nose to start with. And we use our human ruler because we rule, yeah, And so this is at your nose. And so we start seated and we start with 1. And we have our arms out in front of us. And like, remember the conga line, everybody cello. Everybody cello, everybody cello, everybody cello. Yes, out in front. And so this is 1. And then 2, we sit. we pull it back. 3, we hug our cello. Oh, I love my cello. And we hug it not because, you know, we're like really, really loving our cello, but we do love our cello, don't we? Yeah, we love our cello. But to make sure that there's not a whole lot of tension here. And then 4, we shuffle our feet, shuffle, 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 so that our knees aren't squeezing our cello. And then finally we do, ready, let's rock. Our thumb is halfway down the fingerboard from the body to the bottom of the fingerboard, thumb down, and we take our claw and go the whole way across the string, all the way over. So we want to make sure we're not like this, we're this direction. You're checking your watch from the top. All right, cellos? So let's go through that cellos real quick. Here we go. You ready? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, shuffle your feet, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Ready, let's rock. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That was awesome. Okay, basses, you're next. Basses, same thing. Except my basses at home, we already talked about it. You guys are like the perfect height and your basses are perfect size for you. You don't have to do anything with your end pin, which is fantastic. Basses, we take our left hand, we put it on this part of the bass right here, and we're gonna push it out for 1. So it's 1, and 2 is our left foot shimmies forward a little bit. 2, 3, we bring it into the body, and 4, you know what? This is the only thing that the basses get to do. Check this out, my violins and violas and cellos. They have to, this is something that every bass player must master. It is called the bass bass. And usually it looks like this. Or whatever. But they must have the bass bass. It takes years of practice. But I'm telling you, every good bass player out there has an amazing bass bass. If you're lucky someday, I'll show you some pictures of my husband who is a bass player, and he has the most amazing bass face. And it's not just because I'm married to him either. All right, so basses, let's go through this again. We've got 1, foot slides forward for 2, 3 comes in, 4, and then we ready, let's rock. And basses, we start on the one closest to our thumb. All right? Okay, my friends, we are going to have everybody go through the numbers, shall we? Okay, let's go to rest position. So that means my cello players are seated. My violin and viola players are sitting in fork knife position. My basses are just standing there being cool bass players. Oh, yeah. All right, so here we go. We're going to go by the numbers. Are we ready? Okay. I didn't hear you say okay. Now stay muted, but I need to feel the okay. Ready? Okay. All right, here we go. Me first. 1. That's it. Oh, I didn't see everybody do it all at once. Let's try it again. Ready? Me first. 1. Loved it. 2. 3. 4. Ready? Let's rock. Ooh, that looks pretty good, peoples. Let's go back to rest position. Let's do it again. I love it. I don't know if you guys have your picture on the gallery view, but it's really cool seeing everybody do it all together. All right, let's try it again. One more time, and then we're going to move on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Let's rock. Now, I'm going to flip my instrument. Freeze, freeze, freeze. I'm going to actually hold this the right way now. You're still that way though. Okay, now. Okay, so we're going to start violins and the basses. You start first. We're going to play our first string 3 times. Violins and basses 3 times. Ready? 3 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to move over 1 string, but my cellos and my violas are now on their first string, and we're going to play that one 3 times with our violins and basses who are now on their second string. 3 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Next string over. 3 times. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Next string over. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Cellos and violas over 1 more. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. All right, not too shabby, people. Go back to rest position. We're going to go through it again, and we're going to sing our song that goes with it. Remember the song about all the ants, and they were digging in the dirt and doing all kinds of things? We remember that that song teaches us the names of our strings, and that's so important for being able to be successful on our instrument. We got to know what string we're playing. So we're going to start with eek. So here's how the whole thing goes. And I said, eek, 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 all the little ants, 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 dig it in the dirt, 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 going underground, ground, ground, clearing the way to China, China, China. All right, that's the whole thing. So remember, eek is just violins and basses. Ants is everybody. Dirt is everybody. Ground, everybody. China, cellos and violas. Give me thumbs up. Everybody got it? You know when to play? Sweet. I love it. All right, let's go by the numbers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Let's rock. All right, violins and basses, you're first. Here we go. And I said, eek, eek, eek. Everybody else did? All the little ants, 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 dig it in the dirt, 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 going underground, ground, ground. Next string, clearing the way to China, China, China. Rest position. All right, friends. Excellent job. I'm just loving this. This is like way better than I ever thought it could be. It's amazing. All right, now, we know eek, ants, dirt, ground, China. Yes? Cool. All right, now we need to be able to locate what string is where. We're going to go by the numbers, and then we're going to ready, let's rock, and we're going to ready, let's rock on the D string. D string. Do you think you can figure it out? I say, yes, you can. Yes, yes, you can. All right, here we go. Let's go by the numbers. Ready? Did you say okay? I didn't hear you. Ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Let's rock. And are you on the D string? D string. I'm going to play first. You're going to play after me. Me first, then you. Here we go. D, D, D. Your turn. D, D, D. I love it. D, D, D. Your turn. D, D, D. My turn. I'm going to the A string. What? Yeah, A string. Let's do it, people. Here we go. A, A, A. Your turn. A, A, A. My turn. A, A, A. Your turn. A, A, A. My turn. We're going to do a little swap-a-roo back and forth between the two. You ready? I'm starting on D. Get ready. You got to know where D and A are. D, D, A. Your turn. D, D, A. My turn. Excuse me. I'm like talking so much. A, D. Here we go. A, D. My turn. D, D, A. D. Your turn. D, D, A. D. All right. Rest position. Excuse me. My goodness. All right. Now, the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to do a song. It's called Moanin' in D. And we touched it a little bit in our lesson, but not a whole lot. And I may not have even called it moaning in D. But this is how it works. I sing bum ba da 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 da, and you play D D. Feel how it's a little bit sassy at the end? D D. All right. So what I need you to do is let's just sing it. Let's just sing it. Let's not play it because I need you to know when to play D D. Okay. Here it is. Ready? Me 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 me. Bum ba da 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 da. D D. Ba ba da 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 da. D D. Ba ba da 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 da. D D. Ba ba da 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 da. D D. You think you can play it? Of course you can. You're rock stars. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's rest position. Rest position. Show me. We got a special guest on here. Oh yeah, he's watching. Do you see Mr. Matthew Rathspinner pop up in that bottom corner? Yeah, he did. All right, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Ready? Let's rock. Your claw is on the D string. Me and you. Here we go. Bum ba da 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 da. Your turn. Go. D D. Ba ba da 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 da. D D. Ba ba da 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 da. D D. Ba ba da 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 da. D D. How we doing? Yeah? Awesome. Okay, next part. We're gonna do A 4 times, then D 4 times, then A 7 times with some sass. That was a lot. You got it? No? So A 4 times, D 4 times, and then A7 with a little bit of punch at the end. Can y'all give me a little punch right now? Ready? Go. Punch. Oh, I didn't see enough. Ready? Punch again. Ready? Go. Punch. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Let's rock. All right, we're on the D string. Oh, no, I lied. We're on the A string because it's A. A 4 times. Ready? A 4 times. 1, 2. Here we go. A. Now D. 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 A 7 times. Ready? Go. A. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you give it a little sass? Can I see some sass right now again? Ready, go. Sass. Oh, I loved it. Okay, and then we go back to bum ba da 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 da. Dee dee. Right? All right. We're gonna try it with some background tracks. All right, let's get those instruments into playing position. Are you ready? Show me. I'm not even gonna show you. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Let's rock. And we're on the D string, my friends. Here we go. Oh, you can't hear that. How about that? Here we go. Ready, go. D, D. 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 A string 4 times. A. D, 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 D. Open A. Back to the D string. Here we go. D, D. D, D. D, D. D, D. Let's give it a try one more time. D, D. D, D. D, D. A string 4 times. A. Now D. D, D, D. Back to the A string. A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to D. Here we go. D, D. D, D. D, D. Last one. Here it is. D, D. That was awesome sauce. Rest position, everybody. Give yourself a pat on the back. That was fantastic. I'm looking out there. I'm seeing some really good hand positions for one lesson. It's pretty amazing. So what we're going to do this coming week, we're going to do some more of Moanin' in D. And if you look on Mrs. Radspinner's YouTube page, you can find that in my Schoology. It says Mrs. Rad's YouTube. You click on that, you'll find Moanin' in D, and you can play along with it at home without me, and you can have that same music in the background. You all did such a great job this first week of playing. I can't wait to see how far you come at the end of the year. It's going to be amazing. I will see you all at your lessons next week. Please make sure, my friends in Zoom, that you type your first and last name in Zoom so I can make sure I have track of who is here. All righty? I will see you all next week.